What's up, YouTube? This is JP Panther back with a video, and today's video is actually Bleach episode, Bleach Thousand Year Blood War episode 6 review. I'm sorry I couldn't put this out yesterday because I was just really tired. I know I put the Black Panther box office video first over the Bleach ones. I was just trying to get that out there because as quick as possible since it's like, the box office stuff like that. And Bleach, I was like, all right, let me just do it, tomorrow on Tuesday and stuff like that. So that's something I'll let you guys know. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I saw this episode. I watched it on Hulu, stuff like that. I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I told you I'm very biased with Bleach. And I did saw on IMDb, I guess it's a 10 out of 10. Honestly, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. This episode's a 10 out of 10. I had no problems with it, right? Because, again, I read this in the manga like 10 years ago. But I remember, like, the fight scenes were kind of quick. Like, they added a lot more fight scenes in this episode than it did in the manga. Because I remember, like, the whole Uryu talking about the Quincy's in the book, that was not in the manga. If it was, I'm pretty sure that was not in the manga. Because I've read it a good amount of times. That is, like, anime canon content they put in. But I thought it was really, really good, right? To explain the Quincy's and the 200-year battle and stuff like that. It was, like, ancient, like, history of when it comes to, like, the Soul Reapers and Quincy's. And the way fake Yuha and Yamamoto was fighting, I was just losing my mind, man. It was, to me, I don't get why Bleach looks better than any of these big budget live action Hollywood movies and TV shows, because Bleach just looked godlike, right? When you see fake Yuha uses the God's Light technique, the arrow, the fight choreography, Yamamoto just fighting, pretty much was just straight up ass whooping episode, pretty much, right? And I'm not even really gonna give a review because y'all already seen it. I don't gotta keep saying, oh, this fight scene, that fight scene, this fight scene. But I will say, man, like when Yamamoto went Bankai and he turned into the sun and had 15 million degrees Celsius, everybody was like, oh, my throat is dry, the flower's burning. They're just like, oh, man, Yamamoto, he about to burn the Soul Society down, right? And he was trying to end the fight quickly so Soul Society doesn't crash and burn. But it just shows you why he's number one, you feel me? And I'm like, okay, I can see why he's the head captain. Because I can see why he doesn't release his Bankai, because he knows it'll just kill everybody, right? And then when he brought back the dead subordinates to attack him and stuff like, fake Yuha, and then he just claps him just with one swing, I was like, yo, this is amazing. This is better than the manga, right? Because a lot of people say, well, the anime and the manga. No, the anime is a billion times better than the manga. Don't get it wrong. It was fire in the manga back in 2012. But in the anime, it was like watching a cinematic movie. I'm definitely going to rewatch this episode again. I'm probably going to watch it on my smart TV or something like that because it was just too godlike. I just can't even explain, right? So when I watched it, right, it was just like I had no words. There was nothing to say, right? And then when he clapped fake Yuha and then Lloyd and stuff like that, yourself, the Y. Again, I remember in the manga, they had like a whole big thing with the two brothers. I can't remember. It was something like that. But then in the anime, they just cut all that crap out. And then Yuha just clapped him. I was like, oh, shit. And then, Yuha talks to Yamamoto and says, I went under the underground prison. I met with Sasuke Aizen. And in the manga, it was like real quick. Like they talked. It wasn't even a talk. It was just like a picture flashback. But in the anime, you get to see Yuha and Aizen interact with each other, right? And honestly, I was turning up because I was like, yo, we haven't seen Aizen, at least from an anime point of view, 11 years, man. Because remember, he got locked up, in 2011 when Ichigo and him fought? I remember it was like episode 310. And that came out like 2011-ish. I can't remember the exact year, like date, whatever it was on 2011. So we haven't seen Aizen in at least in over 11 years. So when we see Aizen looking all dripped, he's just like, man, I ain't going with you. Why am I going to follow your footsteps? It's like, aren't I one of the special war potentials and stuff like that? And he just declined with Yuha. He's just like, I ain't listening to your ass. I'm good. He's like, I'll sit in jail and do whatever I want. And then Yuha and him and Yamamoto talk, whatever. And then he says, well, you probably used up all your energy fighting my fake copy. And then Yamamoto's like, okay, Bankai. And then he stole it. He's like, I can use your Bankai to bring back your dead subordinates, or I could just kill you myself. And I love how Yuha, and again, this happened in the manga, but in the anime, it's just a billion times better. Because Yamamoto was like, all right, I'm about to fight, and then he does the thing with a sword and creates like an invisible, like a blue vein, Quincy arrow sword, and he says like, farewell, getting Ryusai Yamamoto. And Yamamoto just looks like he just gave up. He just took it, and he could have easily ran, but then he's like, nah, let me just face this. And then when you see in the last panel, kind of in the manga, how his whole body's just sliced off. And that was pretty much the end of the episode and stuff like that. But honestly, guys, this was a perfect episode. This was 10 out of 10. This is probably one of the best anime episodes I've seen ever, personally. I think it's up there on the same level. If you guys ever watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, it's on the same level as Roy Mustang versus Envy when he was just burning Envy like crazy. I think it's on the same level as that. I think it's better than Demon Slayer, My Hero. I mean, as much as I love One Piece and Naruto, I think it beats out all of them. You know what I mean? So even Dragon Ball Z beats that out. Only one I will say it doesn't beat out was the Gohan, turn Super Saiyan 2 and beating up the Cell Juniors. That's the only one. Besides that, it's like, this is up there with the top fives, at least. Top five greatest fights of all time. And again, we're going to have crazier fights later on in the manga and stuff like that when they adapt it. So again, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care. Make sure you all stay safe.